Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. No, it's not. I'm lying. It is Monday morning again. Monday morning seems to come around all the time. Weird that. I am in Glasgow. So I travelled up my first 4.5 hours yesterday and parked just south of Glasgow. And we are on a bit of a different one today. So there's very few places I get really excited about going. But one thing that really gets me up in the morning, gets me excited, gets me looking forward to the day, is when I get a trip like this. Well, this is proving to be great fun. We've just come past Loch Lomond, which was beautiful. We're now northbound. Where are we? We are at the Tindarum. There's still snow on the hills, which is beautiful, and it's just making, for an amazing drive. I'm really enjoying myself. I don't know if you can see, but this is possibly one of the most rewarding drives I've done in a long while for a view. So yeah, overall this is just proving to be epic. And now we're starting to do some of the climbs. The track's going to get a bit warmer. Probably have some slip slidey, but that's okay, we don't mind that, we can deal with it. So lucky to have got this job. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Yes, today is the 14th of February. That means Valentine's Day is a special one. I hope all of you lovers out there are enjoying your time. Wow, God, this is stunning. Everywhere I look there's a better view. Yeah, Valentine's Day. So although heavily commercialised, Valentine's Day, for me, I see Valentine's Day as one day of the year where, as a man, you can get away with being romantic without being told off for it. this way many times in the car. Not as far as the Isle of Lewis. I've been to the Isle of Lewis, and that's going to be a new one for me. But been up this way many times in the car, and every time I do it, I still love it. It's still one of the most special things for me personally. So that's why I'm so excited by all this. Valentine's Day, that's what I'm trying to talk about. Keep getting distracted. I'm like Tom, set for access, going off on a tangent. I am very lucky that I have a partner who I think is very special. She's awesome. And she's a bit of a partner in crime. Anyway, get up to all sorts of fun. The scenery is just breathtaking. It's funny, when you drive up this road in the car, your focus on the road is strong, obviously, as mine is now. But because, obviously being in Scotland, I have to go a bit slower in the truck. So I'm poodling along, and on these nice straight sections I can look, and I can see the oh, so lucky. I'm so lucky. Do you know what? I just don't even want to talk. I want to let the views just soak in the atmosphere of the area. However, there is something we need to talk about. Tom's accusation of me driving like an old fart. So if you've not seen it yet, check out Tom's vlog, Except for Access. Tom and I managed to meet up. As you saw in a previous vlog, somebody went the wrong way. However, when Tom called me up, he said I was doing 51 miles an hour. Now at the time my truck was quite heavily limited. I was actually doing 53 miles an hour. However, since then I've had the truck recalibrated. My truck now does 56 miles an hour properly. Makes a big difference. So next time, Tom, watch out, because you won't be able to do that again. Yes, I don't drive like an old fart. I get cracked on with it. So rude. But then it is Tom. It's to be expected. He's only happy when he's being rude. here we go. Ullapool! Yay! Finally made it. 900 and something odd hours of driving and 50,000 miles, and we're finally in the top of Scotland. Feels like it. It's been a wicked run. God, it's been beautiful. I hope you've enjoyed the footage. It's been a spectacular drive. I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed it. It's just been epic. And now we are looking for the ferry, which I think must be straight ahead. So now we're here. The aim is see if we can get booked in, and then see if we can't find a shower. Yeah, that'd be nice. God, it's been a stunning drive. It's been spectacular. No two ways about it. The scenery has been epic. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah, anyway. Right, let's get parked up, see what's the crack, and go from there. Vehicle check-in. Okay, we want to be going forwards a bit more than this, I think. Let's see where the ferry check-in assembly area. Let's see. Good morning. Wow. Good morning from the Isle of Lewis. Yeah. We're quite a long way north. For those of you who don't know where Lewis is, go up to Glasgow, go up to Inverness, turn left and head north out into the Highlands until you get to Ullapool. Jump on a ferry for 3 hours, cross over into the Hebrides, right, Outer Hebrides, and that is where I am. I am on the Isle of Lewis. Woke up in the middle of nowhere this morning. Had a great night's sleep actually, apart from a couple of cars that thought it was quite fun to honk their horns as they drive past, but you get that. So, yeah, now let's head on over to the other side of the island. So, having thought that going to Stornoway on Lewis was a long way north, I then discovered I've got another 24 miles to go across the island, which is fine, I don't mind. I mean, it's only 24 miles. What's that after 500 and something odd? So, yes, it was a beautiful run up from Glasgow. I really enjoyed it. Up through the Outer Hebrides and got that beautiful drone footage that you've had glimpses of. And now it's across the moors on Lewis. It's stunning. Wow. I think this is going to be high on my I want to travel to list. When I'm not working. Come up here for a holiday, I think. Absolutely beautiful. Now, I have heard, I don't know how much truth there is in this, but I have to find out. I have heard the world's shortest aeroplane flight goes from this island. And I believe the flight time is 1 minute 27 seconds. I believe that is the flight. Now, I don't know how much truth there is on this, because this is a fact that I've heard from Tom, except for Access. And anybody who watches Tom's channel knows that you can't trust a word he says. So, I don't think the flight's up here, but I'll see if I can find out. But, as for Lewis, well, what a place. I didn't know what to expect, if I'm absolutely honest. I expected an island. I expected it to be rocky. I didn't expect it to be quite as big as it is, actually. It's a lot bigger than than the Isle of Wight or some of the other little islands I've been to. So this is quite something actually. Look at that expanse. There's just nothing. We're right in the middle of the island at the moment. Crossing over the tops on our way to the west coast. So if I got this right, this will be the most northerly and the furthest west in the UK I've ever been. I think. I don't think Land's End, down in Cornwall, is further west. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I'll look it up. But wow, there's a caravan. There's nothing around here, and then there's a caravan in the corner over there. What the? Oh well. And I haven't seen any sheep. Now I wonder if that's because it being the time of year it is. What are we? February. So it's obviously predicted to be stormy and a bit nasty and a bit horrible. Now there is a question mark about the weather coming back. I believe, is it Storm Duncan is due in either late today or early tomorrow. Now I am supposed to be getting the lunchtime ferry back across from Stornoway to Ullapool, but this storm, the beginnings of it seem to be in already, because when I woke up this morning I was getting thrown about quite a bit. Yeah, the wind was quite strong. Where's my coffee? Oh, morning coffee. Yeah, so the wind's quite strong when I woke up, and I don't know if that's translating across, but I am getting blown all over the place at the moment. So, yeah. I don't think rain or snow or ice affects the ferry. I think it's just the wind. I mean, the ferry was quite a big boat, but last night we still got tossed about quite a lot. It was, and it was quite calm, or seemingly quite calm. Certainly when we got to this side, the water was like a mirror. But actually coming over the bit through the crossing or the channel or whatever you want to call it, yeah, that was quite interesting. Some quite big waves we went through. Obviously the truck on the deck had been strapped down, and they'd used some really quite large ratchet straps to strap the thing down, which was quite cool actually. Yeah. And I had a very, very, very nice journey over. Sat with a chap called Sam, who was driving a wagon and drag, high-ab unit over. Yeah, really, really nice guy. So yeah, it was good fun to sit with another trucker and just chat. Now though, I've got to work out where I'm going down here. I haven't a clue. Funnily enough, I've never been here before. Wow, look at it. Something quite there's something quite amazing about looking down and seeing that. That's the Atlantic Ocean in front of us. Next thing after that is America or Canada. I don't know. Yeah, but that way, straight ahead of us now, that is Atlantic. So I'm impressed at the roads over here. Certainly better than down at home. No potholes. Pretty smooth. And what's more impressive, it's wide enough for me. It makes a difference. I was expecting it to be a lot more narrow and what have you. It's nice to see quite a lot of the signs are in Gaelic, as well as in in English, which is quite cool. Ooh, this is an industrial estate. I'm assuming that's a school. That's the other thing. For an island, you'd expect everything to be quite cramped and close together. And it really isn't. There is space. There is quite a lot of space between the buildings, I mean. They're not all cramped in, it's not all terraces or anything stupid like that. Right, as I understand it, we can lift here. Yeah, A858, which I'm assuming is pretty much the... Oh, he's gonna... You let me go? No, you're not letting me go. What are you doing? You coming on? Alright then, we'll go past. Thank you, matey. A lot of new construction though. Yeah. Amazing. School buildings. All sorts. Oop. Right. That's a pretty house. Anyway, look at these views. It is stunning. I'm a very happy boy. So I've known about this run for the company that we do our work for a while, but I've never had the opportunity to do this run up to Lewis. Because it's obviously a long way away from home. And I've asked a couple of times if I can do it, and I've always been told no, so I kind of gave up that I would never get a chance to come up here. And yeah, after a massive week last week. So last week was a bit of a bizarre one. I was flat out everywhere. It was a very busy week. There was no rest or peace and quiet. So it was one of those instances where I wasn't really on with the cameras. However, this morning, I am so glad I did the big week last week. I got this little week this week. This whole thing's a 3-day run. So, yeah, I'm not complaining. I've still got those vehicles behind me now. Is this a quarry? It's quite cool. The mountains are just starting to show up in the mist behind. I don't know if they're... Yeah, they are from this area. It's quite funny, actually. There's all these buildings everywhere, and they're tiny. They're really low because, obviously, the exposure to the wind. So, yeah. Look at it. Ah, this is where... Now, something that we don't very much talk about is the peat industry. That's not P-E-T-E, that's P-E-A-T. Which they use for, obviously, fires and that kind of... Blimey, it's windy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's really windy. Which they use for fires and what have you. And there are people that go out and they'll cut the peat off the peat moors and then put it on, stack it onto pallets, and then it gets sold. And they use it to burn to keep the houses warm. Now, just looking around, I think this might be one of those areas where they do that. Oh, cattle grid. Over the top. Now, I'm wondering if I can stop and let these poor buggers past, because they're probably being held up quite badly by me. Let's get over the top of here. Oh, there's another truck. Found another truck. just stop here. Right. I think I need to really concentrate because I don't actually know where I'm going. Yeah. However, we'll try and keep talking. What's a fridge van? Yeah, I didn't see. There was only myself and 2 other trucks coming over onto the island. And there were a few trailers in the port when we got in, but nothing really, not really any tractor units. So I'm assuming they don't really have many trucks running about on the island at all. I would point out the other trailers were urban trailers as well, not this giant, great blinking thing I've got on the back of here. Morning coffee done. Thank God for that. Oh, there is a tractor unit. Oh no, that's a class 2. Yeah. It's definitely an experience, this one. Can't believe how flat it is as well. It's very low lying. Obviously there's some mountains in the background, but overall it seems very, very flat. I'm assuming all the cattle grids are because the sheep roam loose and free. It's like Wales. Dodge the sheep as you drive down the road. Quite something. Not very many pretty gardens, but I suppose you would expect that, wouldn't you? Gardens are a bit knacked. Look at this. I suppose anything that grows, there's polytunnels, so people obviously grow something up here. I'm certainly not seeing anything more than kind of scrubby grass for gardens. There's the odd little plant here and there. I suppose everything's got to be as hardy as hell. And it's self-storage as well. Wow, okay. Oh, and the weather starts to come in. Now this is what I'm slightly worried about. Is that I suspect we might end up with some quite heavy duty weather coming in on us. Either as we're unloading or as we're trying to get the ferry back. We'll have to see. Wow, what's that? Not like fake whale bones, but yeah, incredible. This is unbelievable. Talk about a happy boy. Very happy boy. It's just the views. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I'm just, looking around and absorbing the area. So I'm actually going to shut this off and I'm just going to leave the cameras rolling for you so you can see it that way. That's probably easiest. We'll catch up a bit later. This is just beautiful. Wild and rugged and just spectacular. Anyways.